The USA Radio Network presents the greatest radio programs of all time.
Suspense.
Ladies and gentlemen, the story you are about to hear is true. Only the names have been changed to protect the innocent.
Dragnet.
This is classic radio theater.
Gangbusters.
I was a communist for the FBI.
Lights out. Everybody.
Now here's your host, Wyatt Cox.
Cold War drama this hour starring Dana Andrews and I Was a Communist for the FBI, the episode entitled Canadian Crossfire. This episode originally broadcast July 23rd, 1952.
I was a communist for the FBI.
Starring Dana Andrews in an exciting tale of danger and espionage, I Was a Communist for the FBI. You are about to hear a strange story. Names, dates, and places are, for obvious reasons, fictional. But many of these incidents are based on the actual experiences of Matt Cvetic, who for 9 fantastic years lived as a communist for the FBI. Here is our star, Dana Andrews, as Matt Cvetic.
It was a long time to pretend I was what I hated most. 9 years of being a part of the viciousness that is communism. You might have been one of those that sneered at me for being a Red. If you are, mister, I'm proud of you. If you aren't, well then listen. You'll see why you should have. This is my story. This is the story of communism.
Here is Dana Andrews, starring as Matt Cvetic in I Was a Communist for the FBI. This story from the confidential file is marked Canadian Crossfire.
Albany, next stop. Albany, 5-minute stop.
5 minutes. I think I'll get off and buy a magazine, Comrade Millar.
Good, I'll come with you, Comrade Cvetic.
I'll only be a minute.
We should stay together, Comrade, for our own protection. You don't want to live dangerously, do you?
I was headed for Canada on a routine assignment for the party. As secretary of the Red-controlled Slav Congress, I was supposed to organize some new labor cells in Montreal. The FBI had given me the name of a Canadian agent, Ferguson, who was to be my contact. The commies had given me a traveling companion, a squat MVD man, a Romanian Red named Milhai who had a sense of humor like an undertaker. It's so funny.
I was just thinking of a letter I received.
So?
So my cousin in Romania just died. I owed him $800.
Oh, brother.
What's the matter, no funny bone?
You just cracked it. To me, death just isn't a laugh.
Oh, you're the sensitive kind.
Yeah. Why are you going to Canada?
I have a special assignment. Very specially. But no. My mission is too vital to tell to an agent of the FBI.
What did you say?
Don't be offended, comrade. We of the secret police are trained to regard everyone as enemy agents. That way we stay out of trouble, no?
Oh.
I like you, comrade. You must visit me at party headquarters. Perhaps we will entertain a few pretty girls, eh?
Sure. And discuss the miseries of the world.
Comrade Cvetic, what a sense of humor. You kill me.
I would have loved to kill him. But Milai had done one thing for me. He had dropped a hint of something dangerous. MVD agents are always trouble. When there are several of them and on special assignment, it's murder. We crossed the broad St. Lawrence into Montreal by way of the 1.75 mile long Victoria Jubilee Bridge. At the station, I finally got rid of Milhigh and made my way through the limestone buildings of the charming city until I came to the Place d'Armes and the magnificent Church of Notre Dame, the largest of Montreal's countless churches. A white-haired man was lounging alone in the right-hand opening of the triple-arched doorway. I went up to him. Good morning, sir.
Aye, it is that.
Could you direct me to a shop where I could buy 48 angels?
Man, that's a very peculiar request. Would you not be satisfied with 9?
Sure would. Hello, Mr. Ferguson. I'm Matt Svetic.
It's my pleasure.
You've gotten a report on me, I take it?
Aye. It's a dangerous work you do.
I don't want to step on any toes, sir. Just tell me...
Nonsense. The Canadian authorities will be glad to cooperate with you.
Thank you.
We'll be grateful to have a look inside the party, such as your work will give us.
Well, my work here will consist mostly in organizing a bunch of red workers. You'll get a complete rundown on who they are, where they are, and so forth.
Good.
But there's one thing else, something bigger and a lot more dangerous.
What's that?
An MVD agent arrived from the States with me. He's on special assignment. You know what that means.
Aye.
His name is Milhigh. 5'4", about 150, dark hair and eyes. Laughs a lot, but his jokes aren't funny.
I have it.
Okay, then I'd better be off.
Before you go, you'd better know what it is this secret police agent Milhigh is working on.
You know?
I'm pretty sure that he will be having something to do with a certain bit of espionage.
Oh, espionage.
Have you heard of the Owl's Head project?
No.
It's a combined Canadian-American development of a new type-guided missile. The plant is near here on Owl's Head Mountain.
And there's a leak?
Aye, a bad one. Try and see me tonight. I'll show you what we've done on the case so far.
All right, sir.
Be careful, lad. Be very careful.
A few minutes later, and I was strolling down St. Catherine Street past the theaters and big retail stores to a small shop called Serioja's. Inside the back room, I met a dozen burly workers and got right down to business. Quiet! That's it, comrades. As you know, I've been sent here to organize you into cells so that you may work efficiently for the party. You are all skilled workers. You will soon find employment in factories and mills.
And until they find jobs, Comrade Svetic?
I brought a small fund with me, Comrade Seryoja. As leader of this district, you will use it to help these new comrades until they can help themselves.
I understand.
Of course, you new comrades realize that once you have employment, you will pay your dues regularly and contribute as much as possible to the work in this area. Comrade Seryoja's shop will be your weekly meeting place. He will collect your dues and contributions.
Comrade, when shall we meet?
Saturday nights at 10 o'clock. Call it a social club. And fine any member not attending.
Of course.
A few general comments. First, join. Join everything. Churches, clubs, movements. Get into every group you can. Spread our beliefs carefully and slowly until you have control and are able to subvert the group into working for us. Remember, you're in a hostile country. You will need front organizations behind which you can work toward our historic mission. For the rest of the day, I talked and explained. Then, after dismissing the meeting with instructions to gather at the shop the following day, I walked outside with Comrade Seryoja, the store owner and district leader. I was asking him where to stay when Milhigh came up and solved the problem this way.
But of course, comrade, you will stay with me at party headquarters.
Well, that's swell, but really I could go to a hotel.
A high-ranking party member like yourself should not have to suffer the indignities of bourgeois companionship.
But I have...
It is settled, comrade.
That was that. I knew my chances of getting away to see Ferguson were pretty slim for a while. Party headquarters turned out to be a church, at least on the outside. On the inside and underneath the empty auditorium was a beehive of rooms, people, and activity.
Busy little place, is it not?
That's an understatement.
Come with me. There is someone I want you to meet. Here, in this room. Good evening, Comrade Grice. This is Matt Svetik.
Come in. Comrade Milhai tells me you are the Secretary of the Slav Congress in the United States.
That's right.
Let me welcome you to Canada, comrade. You're told, of course, that you would stay here?
Oh, I see I really didn't have a choice.
None whatsoever, comrade.
You prefer it here to a capitalistic hotel, don't you?
Certainly.
Good.
It's quite a place you have here. The center of all our Canadian activities?
You ask questions. I don't like that.
I'm sorry, comrade.
Show Comrade Svetik to his room, Comrade Milhai.
Yes.
And instruct him in the security regulations. I wouldn't want him liquidated because of some ignorant mistake.
Nice room.
Small but comfortable.
Now, what are the regulations I should know?
There are things going on here that you do not understand. Let it remain so.
Sure.
Be very careful not to let anyone follow you here. Do not make any phone calls from here. Do not ask questions of anyone you meet here. Do not go into any of the other rooms.
All right.
Good. Now let us go out and get some supper and some entertainment. Comrade?
Wow. Who does that belong to?
I want to see Mr. Grice. Is he in his room?
Mister?
Yes, miss. Go right ahead. He's expecting you.
Well, since when do we call comrades mister?
She is not exactly a comrade.
Not a comrade? But she's here, in our secret headquarters.
Please, Comrade Matt, this is something you would do better to forget. Completely.
Forget it. Not likely. Milhai's attitude only made me more curious about the girl. But for the moment, it had to wait. When I could, I shook loose from Milhai and his ideas of entertainment and made my way to Ferguson's office. The first thing he did was show me a dozen photographs of workers at the Owl's Head project.
We've narrowed down the suspects to these people in the pictures, Mr. Savetic. Our thief has to be one of those.
No luck. I've cased party headquarters, but no sign of any of these people.
Where are the headquarters?
Under a fake church near the French market.
Near the Bon Secours. Aye, we've had a suspicion about the place, but no proof.
If I can spot your thief there, you'll have your proof. And he must come there sometime to deliver the stolen documents.
Yes, I know you have your own job to do, but keep on the lookout for one of the faces in those pictures.
I will, sir. Do you have anything on a beautiful blonde girl, late 20s?
No, not that I know of offhand. Why?
Just curiosity so far. I'll keep in touch. For the next few days, I was busy with my organizing of the Red Workers, meeting with them every day. At nights, Comrade Milhai saw to it that I was well occupied, but not so well occupied I didn't see the mysterious blonde girl coming and going on 2 more occasions. By now, I was really curious about her. The next time I saw her in the hall, I took a chance and intercepted her. Oh, miss.
Yes?
May I speak to you a moment?
Why?
Curiosity, maybe?
About what?
You're a girl. I've been curious about them ever since I was a small boy.
Very amusing. Now may I pass?
Wait. What's all the rush to see Comrade Grice?
I'm taking something to him, as if you didn't know. Now get out of my way.
In a second. What is it you're taking?
Mr. Grice said to report anyone asking questions. If I were you, mister, I'd worry for the next few minutes.
Well, July 23rd, 1952, I was a communist for the FBI. We continue in 3 minutes here on Classic Radio Theater.
If your credit card bills have gotten out of hand and you care about your credit, call Consolidated Credit now. If the interest rates on your credit cards are so high, it'll take years to get out of debt. Call Consolidated Credit now. They've helped over 6 million people with credit card debt. Without destroying your credit, they can consolidate your debts into one lower payment, reduce your interest rates, and get you out of debt fast. The program works. Call Consolidated Credit now. Call 800-406-0046. 800-406-0046. That's 800-406-0046. Consolidated Credit Counseling Services, Inc., 5701 West Sunrise Boulevard, Fort Lauderdale, Florida, 33313. Licensed by the New York Department of Financial Services and by the Vermont Department of Financial Regulation. Maryland DM 1492. Oregon DM 80092. Licensed by the Virginia State Corporation. Commission license number DC 83. Service may adversely affect the individual's credit. Non-payment of debt may lead to additional finance charges or collections activity, including legal action. Not a loan company.
Here's a great deal on MyPillow. When you go to MyPillow.com, click on the 2-pack special, type in promo code USA, you'll get 2 MyPillow premium pillows for $69.98. Now that's only $34.99 a pillow. You will not get that price anywhere at retail. It's the lowest price ever offered on radio or TV. And like all MyPillow products, 10-year warranty, 60-day money-back guarantee. Go to MyPillow.com, click on the 2-pack special, use my promo code USA.
Now you can fly anywhere in the world and pay discount prices on your airline tickets. Book a flight today to London, Paris, Madrid, or anywhere else you want to go. And pay a lot less guaranteed. Call the International Travel Department right now at Low Cost Airlines.
800-215-5141. 800-215-5141. That's 800-215-5141.
This is an urgent health notice for all residents suffering from back, neck, knee, and wrist pain. You may qualify for a pain-relieving brace at little or no cost to you, but the deadline is fast approaching. Simply call the Health Alert Hotline now.
You heard right. You may qualify for a pain-relieving back, neck, knee, or wrist brace. These items may even be covered by Medicare or your private insurance. The Health Alert Hotline is your brace company. These specialized braces have been tested for pain relief. Call us toll-free right now to determine your eligibility and to learn how to use your private insurance or Medicare to minimize your out-of-pocket cost. Don't wait. If the deadline passes, you may lose your opportunity to get a pain-relieving back, neck, knee, or wrist brace at little or no cost to you.
800-223-3831. 800-223-3831. 800-223-3831. That's 800-223-3831.
Thanks for tuning in to Classic Radio Theater on your favorite station. More of Dana Andrews and I Was a Communist for the FBI, July 23rd, 1952.
Now back to Dana Andrews, starring as Matt Cvetic in I Was a Communist for the FBI, and the second act of our story.
I was in Canada on a routine assignment for the party. My Canadian contact for the police was a man named Ferguson. He handed me a tip on a not-so-routine spy ring working in Montreal. I kept my eyes open in the Commie Party headquarters and now had come up with what seemed to be a dangerous red secret. The secret was blonde and pretty and very likely to get me killed. At least my fate was in her hands as she went into the room of Comrade Grice in the underground party headquarters. I waited in the hall until she came out.
Well, you can stop shaking. I didn't tell him.
Oh, sure, thank you.
Forget it.
Well, I'd rather not. Let me take you home instead.
No.
Please.
Look, the only reason I didn't turn you in was so I wouldn't have you on my conscience.
I'd rather be on your mind.
Just leave me alone, will you? I don't like you or any of your kind.
Well, you work for us. You must...
Do I go home alone or do I go back and see Mr. Grice?
Bye, honey. She left alone, But as she took a devious, twisting route through town, she had me right behind her. Near the Lachine Canal, the blonde turned into a side street and entered a small cottage. I moved to the lighted and open parlor window in time to get a big shock. The blonde was talking to a young towhead whose face was plenty familiar. He was one of Ferguson's suspects in the thefts at Owl's Head Project. What I heard made it all clear.
Joe, you're a fool. How many times have I told you never to come here?
No one followed me, Paul, so stop being afraid. Besides, I only came to tell you I'm through.
Through? But you can't, Joni. They'll kill me. You know they will.
Turn yourself in. The authorities will protect you.
The law? You're crazy?
No, I'm just fed up with working for Reds. Meeting them, talking to them.
Talking? What do you mean?
Oh, one of them questioned me tonight. I tell you, Paul, you have to do something. I won't go to that place again.
I can't stop now.
You can, but you're a coward. Haven't you got any courage at all?
Well, now that's a fine way for a sister to talk. Why don't you tell on me? You'd like to see me dead. Go on, tell on me. You can identify my body at the morgue in the morning.
There was more, but I'd heard enough. It was time to get my information to the Canadian agent Ferguson. I got 2 blocks when the darkly grinning shape of the MVD man, Milhigh, stepped into my path.
Nice night for walking, eh, comrade?
Well, yeah. Yeah, it's swell.
Nicer night for a beautiful blonde.
What night isn't?
You picked the wrong neighborhood.
Yeah.
That was a mistake.
Comrade Milhigh, I don't know why you say that, but I guess I have the right to pick any... The devil's so funny.
You, comrade, you are so obviously a man who needs the companionship of a pretty girl, but who has failed in his search.
Huh?
Your pride is hurt, but you will get over it. Come with me. I have been looking for you anyway to fill out the foursome.
You mean you have...
Of course. I have 2 girls waiting for us.
Oh, well, I didn't understand.
Yes, they are at the Regal Cafe, but we had better hurry.
Well, comrade, I can't join you.
What? But you must.
No, I can't, honestly.
But what will I do with an extra girl? It will ruin everything. You have to
pick up another man someplace. It's just too late for me. I've got to be at Comrade Saryozha's store in the morning at 9.
Well, can't you at least come along for a few minutes, long enough for me to...
I'm sorry, I need to get some sleep.
I don't understand you, comrade. You seem to lack something. Makes me wonder.
Good night, Comrade Milhigh. It wasn't very cautious of me, but I had to get to Ferguson. I left Comrade Milhigh scratching his head and frowning. I could only pray he didn't become curious about the neighborhood and connect me with the girl and her brother. In Ferguson's office, I picked out the picture of the girl's brother and showed it to the Canadian.
Aye, Paul Werner. I'm not surprised, but how...
His sister has been acting as the liaison, taking the documents to the Red headquarters.
His sister. So that's the missing link.
Yes, sir. She brought another batch tonight. They'll still be at headquarters, so you can round up the ring any time now.
Aye, but we need one thing more. Werner's testimony. That would clinch our case.
He can be made to talk, sir. He's weak and he's scared to death. His sister will turn him in.
Will she?
No, sir, I don't think so.
I was a communist with the FBI on Classic Radio Theater. You know, for a while I worked in a hotel and I really used to go, why do people bring their own pillows with them? Well, once I got a MyPillow, I understood. Because doesn't matter how good the hotel is, doesn't matter whether it's a 2-star, 3-star, 5-star hotel, it doesn't matter how nice the hotel is if you don't get a good night's sleep. And the key to getting a good night's sleep is a MyPillow. Now, the best deal ever offered on MyPillow right now. You go to MyPillow.com, enter our promo code USA, click the 2-pack special, and folks, you're going to get 2 MyPillow premium pillows for $69.98. That's $34.99 per pillow, the lowest price ever offered on radio or TV. Now, it's the same MyPillow we've been talking about for months. It stays cool all night long. You don't wake up and flip the pillow over in the middle of the night. It keeps its shape. You don't have to fluff it up in the middle of the night. 60-day money-back guarantee, 10-year warranty, and that's the deal. Try it for 60 days. You don't like it, send it back. 10-year warranty. Tell me another pillow you've got that's got a 10-year warranty. Nah. And the great thing is it's always as clean and fresh as new. If you get in a mess or after, a couple of weeks, throw it in the washing machine, toss it in the dryer, fluff it up, and you got a brand new MyPillow. The lowest price ever offered on MyPillow. 2 MyPillow premium pillows, $69.98, $34.99 a pillow. You see if you can find a price like that anywhere else. Go to MyPillow.com, click on the 2-pack special, enter my promo code USA, or call 1-800-951-8175. The best deal ever. And by the way, that promo code USA works on anything on the MyPillow website, MyPillow.com. Thank you for tuning in to Classic Radio Theater on your favorite station. Now the conclusion of I Was a Communist for the FBI. From July 23rd, 1952, the Canadian Crossfire.
She doesn't seem to be a Red. She's doing this out of fear for her brother. But she's got guts. She won't talk if she thinks it will hurt him.
Aye, but he doesn't know that.
No, sir. If we can get him away from her, tell him she told us the whole story, he'd open up like a broken dam.
Can you get him alone? Somewhere we can pick him up.
I can try, sir. But we'd better move fast. Milhigh spotted me in the neighborhood of Werner's house. If he connects me with Werner, the Reds will cross out Werner's number fast.
We'll be waiting 2 blocks south of the Werner home at the end of the street, where it meets Lachine Canal.
I'll get him there as soon as I can.
Do that. Then in the morning, we'll close in on party headquarters.
Wait till I've left around 9. I'll be going to my organizing work at Sir Yosha's store. And I'd like to be one Red who stays out of jail.
Yes, what? You?
Me. Inside, honey.
What do you mean by this? It's late and...
Yeah. Where's your brother?
None of your business. Now you get out of here.
Get him.
I'll do no such thing.
Then I'll do it.
What's all the rumpus, sis? Who's this?
Party business, comrade. Get your coat.
At this hour? Are you insane?
I said it was party business.
Look, I don't know you. How do I know you were the party?
Would you prefer that Comrade Grice send a goon squad? I can arrange it.
No. Wait. Look, I'm sorry, comrade. I was just...
Sure. Now, how about that coat?
But why? What have I done? I've been a good member. I've sold you everything I could steal.
If you were a good comrade, you'd give it to the party, not sell it. Get your coat.
Yes, of course. Yes.
What are you going to do to him?
Nothing, don't worry.
Don't worry. That's all I've done since Paul joined the party.
Quiet.
I won't be quiet. You made me a liar and a traitor to my country. All the goodness inside of me's been squeezed into nothing by you filthy Reds.
Why not tell it to the authorities?
And see you butchers murder my brother? Oh, no, you're safe. I love my brother. I'll do anything to keep him from harm.
Very touching.
Well, touching or not, if he's hurt by anyone tonight or any other night, I'll...
Now, what's all this?
Huh? Your sister doesn't like your party work.
Oh, no. Sis, how many times do I have to tell you to lay off? Look, she didn't mean it.
Skip it. Let's go. It was easy until I got poor Werner outside. Then as we neared the end of the street where it met Lachine Canal, I could tell he was getting uneasy. His eyes darted back and forth, and when Ferguson and his men moved out to meet us, Paul saw them.
Comrade, look! Police!
Hey, Paul, come back! Paul ran headlong for the dark waters of the canal. I did the only thing I could and followed him. When he leaped up on the concrete wall of the canal, I tried to grab him. But it was too late. He'd get away if I didn't stop him, so I dove into the icy canal after him.
Stop! In the name of the law, stop!
30 feet from the bank, I caught Paul and grabbed him.
Let go, you fool! Let go!
I can't. I got a cramp.
Stop, you crowded boat! Turn loose! Turn loose!
Sorry, fella.
Don't!
Max, man, are you all right?
I'm bringing him in.
Need any help?
Not now.
Revere!
I said...
Tompkins, give the lad a hand.
Yes. Here, put him out.
Is he...
No. I only held him under till he was unconscious. Guess I'll need some help, too. Getting out. Seem to be done in.
That was the start of the ball. While I went back to party headquarters, Ferguson went to work on Paul Werner. When I left party headquarters in the morning, heading for my organizing work at Serioja's store, I ran into Ferguson a block from the church. He was grinning, and I suddenly became aware of the quiet of the street.
Aye, you were right, lad. Werner held out until we told him about his sister's testimony. Then he confessed the whole thing.
Good. But what are
We're
you...
going to wrap up party headquarters now. The police have it surrounded. We were waiting until you were clear.
Oh. Well, you'll find everyone in the church, and all the stolen documents and data.
That'll make it a clean sweep. With Werner's story to back it up, we'll smash this spy ring completely.
I'll bet Werner's a little annoyed with me.
Aye, that he is. But you needn't worry about him telling anything to the commies.
No, I guess after testifying against them, he won't be doing much chit-chatting with the Reds.
I'm going to signal my men to move in now. Want to stay and watch the fun?
No, the Red workers are waiting for me at Serioja's store. So if you'll excuse me, I'll get on with my business of being a communist. In America, or our good neighbor Canada, the job was one that had to be done, and was being done by the Fergusons and by me. Only my part was different, separate from everyone and everything that was good and clean. There was no recognition, there was no chance to tell my story. There were no friends. My only companions were my deadliest enemies, people sworn to lasting hatred of undercover men like myself. That was why I always found myself walking alone. This is Dana Andrews. The war against communism is a strange one with many twists and turns calculated to make you think it's not a war at all. But it is a war, a deadly war against a group whose flaunted historic mission is their final goal. That mission is revolution by force, a revolution designed in blood. So whether you like it or not, the war includes you. Yes, you, mister, and your wife and kids, too. It's a war we must win, together. Next week, we'll bring you another strange story based on the fantastic experiences of Matt Svedek. Join us then, won't you?
July 23rd, 1952, I was a communist for the FBI on Classic Radio Theater.
If you're over the age of 50 and considering buying an annuity in the next 60 days, I have some important news for you. Don't buy an annuity until you understand the pros and cons of annuities. A free book to help you maximize your retirement income from television host and three-time author Josh Melberg has been released. This book reveals little-known truths about annuity strategies in simple-to-understand terms. Grab a pen right now because we are about to offer you this free book that unlocks the 5 little-known secrets we believe baby boomers and seniors should know before buying an annuity. Call 800-985-1813 now, and you'll receive a free copy of Josh Melberg's book, Next Gen Annuity Strategies Revealed. As a bonus, we'll also send you a copy of The #1 Mistakes Retirees Are Making with Their Investments Today, and a free DVD on how you can get up to 33% more income in retirement. Call 800-985-1813 now. Again, that's 800-985-1813. Employees of J.T. Mellberg Financial have the appropriate licenses for the products they offer.
Tired of overpaying for the little blue pill? What if you could get the exact same results for just a fraction of the price, guaranteed? Well, now you can with sildenafil, the active ingredient in the blue pill. With 20 milligram generic sildenafil tablets, you get the exact same results for less than $2 per pill. And again, the results are guaranteed. That's right, absolutely guaranteed results for a fraction of the cost of the little blue pill. So give your wallet a break and call us toll-free at 800-365-6017 to get your generic sildenafil delivered discreetly to your door. And of course, while saving hundreds of dollars, you'll also be saving time by saying goodbye to those long, embarrassing pharmacy lines once and for all. Again, just call 800-365-6017 and get your generic sildenafil with a 100% money-back guarantee. Getting your pills doesn't get any easier or cheaper than this, so call 800-365-6017 now.
Welcome to Tax Talk with Hollywood legend Bob Eubanks.
You know, as part of Hollywood for a long time, I've seen my fair share of celebrities get in trouble with the IRS. Well, there's one name I trust, the Tax Defense Group. They're the most trusted name in tax. So if you owe more than $10,000 to the IRS, you really need to call my friends at the Tax Defense Group. Ignoring the IRS is not the solution. They can garnish your paycheck, levy your bank accounts, seize your home or business. But the Tax Defense Group could put a stop to all of that and tailor a program that would reduce your tax debt to pennies on the dollar. You gotta love that. So don't just take my word for it. Call them. Find out for yourself. They offer a 100% satisfaction guarantee, and they're open 24 hours a day because they know that tax debt doesn't sleep either.
Call now for your free and confidential tax analysis from the most trusted name in tax. Call 800-832-1594. 800-832-1594.
Let's close out this hour of classic radio theater with an episode of Lum-n-Abner. This episode originally broadcast July 23rd, 1948, and let's see what all is going on with Abner and his attempt to get this $100,000 bequeathment.
And now let's see what's going on down in Pine Ridge. Well, the plan to cut Lum's tuxedo down to make a wedding suit for Abner was cut even shorter than the suit when Lum discovered what was happening. As we look in on the little community today, we find the old fellows in their Jot-'em-Down store. Abner is trying to repair the damage to the suit. Listen.
Doggies, Lum, that's about the 100th time I've stuck myself with this dad blame needle.
I thought you'd give yourself a hot foot there the way you hollered.
No, I just can't do this sewing. I don't know nothing about it.
Oh, yes, you can. You sit right there and don't you move till you get them pieces sewed back onto the legs and sleeves of my tuxedo.
Well, Lum, I'm liable to stab myself to death.
Good. I hope you do.
Huh?
Hurry up. Get going. Your wedding's going to be tomorrow, and I want that suit ready in time for it.
But Lum...
Get going.
Lum, I don't think you're going to want to wear this suit, even if I do get it done. I better take it home and try to get Elizabeth to fix it up for you.
No, I want you to do it. You're the one that cut the legs and sleeves off to fit you, so you're the one that's going to sew them back on.
Well, I never done it, though, Lum. Grandpappy Spears done it.
You stood right there with the suit on and let him do it, though, so it's just as much your fault as it is his. Now, hurry up.
Well, all right, but it's going to look terrible.
I don't care. This is your wedding, and I'm your best man. If I look terrible, it's your own fault.
Well... Oh, my.
So just hurry up and stop complaining.
Well, Lum, I ain't in no kind of shape to do no hard work to start with. Before I come down here this morning, I had to spend about an hour practicing carrying Elizabeth through the door.
Carrying Elizabeth through the door?
Yes, sir.
What's the matter? Was she hurt?
Well, no. Or at least ways not when we started practicing she weren't. She did get bruised up a little after I dropped her a couple of times.
Well, for pity's sakes, just what was you trying to do anyway?
Oh, I don't know. It's another one of Elizabeth's ideas. She claims that after a wedding, a husband is supposed to tote his woman across the thresholds of the front door.
Oh, yeah, I believe I have heard that.
So she wanted me to practice up and make sure I could do it. Just in case somebody happened to be watching when we went back to the house after the wedding, you know.
Well, what would you be going back to the house for? Thought you was going on a honeymoon to Hot Springs after the wedding.
Well, Elizabeth says she has to go back and change into her getting away get-up or going away get-up or something.
Going away get-up?
Yeah. Anyway, she bought herself a brand spanking new dress just to wear on the trip. said she had to have something that'd be fancy enough to wear on the bus, you know.
Going on the bus, huh?
Well, she is, yes.
Huh?
She's leaving about 20 minutes after the wedding ceremonies.
Well, here, ain't you going on the bus, too? She can't go on her honeymoon trip all by herself.
Oh, well, there'll be lots of other folks on the bus, Lum.
Yeah, but
And she said, to be honest, she'd rather go by herself this time. She said a honeymoon trip was supposed to be a happy one, and, you know, me and her always gets to wrangling about some little old something or another when we take a trip. So she said she just as leave go alone.
Well, for pity's sakes. And you ain't going to go at all, huh?
Oh, yeah, I'm going. Me and Cedric are going to take the trip in his car on Sunday.
Well, that sounds nice. I hope you two will be very happy. What are you and Cedric doing? Going Niagara Falls?
No, we're going to Hot Springs. We'll meet Elizabeth there and bring her back home with us.
Well, ain't that going to spoil her honeymoon trip?
Yeah, reckon so. Of course, after I try to tote her over that threshold tomorrow, I ain't sure either one of us is going to be in any shape to make a trip no place. You know, I believe that woman has took on weight in the last 30 years.
Well, she don't look no heavier. She's wiry.
Yeah, she's got some awful heavy wires in her then. Or I'm getting weaker, one.
Had a hard time carrying her, huh?
Oh, well, I never got that far. I was still working on lifting her.
Well, you surely could do that, couldn't you?
Yeah, I got up there a couple or three times there, but then I'd always lose my grip, and there she'd go, bang, bang, bumpity bump.
Boing. You mean she'd fall?
Yeah. You know how clumsy she is. She never could hit on her feet from any height at all.
Yeah.
Then she got the idea of her standing on a chair and taking off from there. But the first time she tried that, I just happened to be bent over tying a shoestring, and bang, there she went again, bump, bump.
Granny's bounced, huh?
Oh, she bounced. That woman can raise a knot on her head quicker than every one human I ever knowed. Awful salt-headed.
Well, I don't wonder falling off of a chair that way.
As a matter of fact, she can raise a knot on my head pretty fast, too. Just look there, Lum.
Did Elizabeth do that?
She done it standing flat-footed and kicked me right in the head.
Here, give me them breeches. You ain't in no condition to do no sewing.
That's what I've been trying to tell you.
Yeah, I'll get Charity Spears to do it for me. I know she'd be glad to.
Yeah, that's a good idea. Get Charity.
You've suffered enough, I believe.
I've suffered too much.
Well, you better sit down there and rest up for a while. You got a big day ahead of you tomorrow.
Oh, I'd rather not even think about it. I tried to get Elizabeth to let me carry her through the door in a wheelbarrow, but she wouldn't stand for it, or sit for it.
Just take it easy now, Abner. As long as I'm going to be your best man, I'll take care of everything for you.
Well, thank you, Lum.
Don't mention it. As best man, that's my duty, according to the etiquette book.
Well, good. Lum, you wouldn't want to take that trip to Hot Springs for me, too, would you?
Well, no, I don't think I'll be able to get away, Abner.
Oh.
But I'll take care of all the arrangements for the wedding, for as you're concerned, leastways.
Oh, that just sounds plumb wonderful.
I see now, we still ain't got you no formal suit to wear. You ought to have one as long as I'm wearing one. You don't want your best man to overshadow you.
Oh, it's all right with me, Lum.
Of course, I don't know how I'm ever going to tone myself down to where I won't overshadow you.
What'd you say?
Just relax there now. Take it easy.
Well, don't worry. That's the one thing I'm awful good at, relaxing.
Suit. Where can we get you a suit?
I don't know. I've got to relax.
Yeah, got to get you something awful fancy to make you stand out. We don't want everybody gawking at me instead of you.
Yeah, well, you just work it out any way you please. You're my best man.
Yeah, mine could take you into the county seat and we could rent you a tuxedo in there. But I ain't sure we got enough time left for that.
Ah, boy. Doggies, I never knowed I was so far behind in my setting. This is just what I need, just a whole batch of this relaxing.
Yeah, I wish somebody walk in that front door right now and say, here's a new suit for you.
Yeah, that's a good idea to do that. Sounds good to me, yes.
Hey, Mr. Abner, here's a new suit for you.
Huh?
Wait a minute, what'd you say, Cedric? I said I was bringing Mr. Abner a new suit. Well, if that don't beat the bugs if
Hi, Doggies, Lum, you're a better best man I ever allowed you was. How'd you work that, Lum?
I never had nothing to do with it.
Oh, come on now, tell me. Now, there's some trick to it, ain't there?
Abner, I don't know nothing about this. Honest, I don't.
Come on now, tell me now. How'd you do it, Lum?
Cedric, where'd you get this suit? At the county seat. Miss Elizabeth said she called up there and ordered it, and then she had me drive in there and pick it up for her. Oh, I see.
You mean this is Elizabeth's doing?
Yes, Mom.
Well, Lord me, I never know nothing about it. Why didn't she tell me?
Well, she said she's feared you'd buy some outlandish-looking thing if she left it up to you. Well, come on, let's open up the box, see what the suit looks like.
I sort of hate to. No telling what kind of a looking outfit she's ordered for me.
Well, there ain't no harm in looking.
No. Is it a tuxedo?
Yeah, I can't tell yet. You fellers need me anymore?
Yeah, you better stick around, Cedric. I'll more than likely want you to tote this thing back to the county seat.
Hey, Granny's, look at this, Abner.
Huh?
If this ain't the prettiest plaid suit you ever set your eyes on, I don't know what is.
Is that a suit or a horse blanket?
Boy, ain't that a pretty one. Yeah, that's what I call a suit.
Yeah, it's a suit, I believe.
I believe I'll have Elizabeth order my suits for me after this.
You don't think that's a little bit too loud for me, do you, Lum?
Why, no. It'll brighten you up. And you can stand it.
Yeah.
A lot of it.
I can, huh?
I wish it was me that was getting married so's I could wear a suit like that. Boy.
Well, there is some pretty colors in there, I'll say that for her.
Yeah, Granny's. Wonder if it'd be time for me to get a new suit, too.
Yeah, hold that coat for me, Cedric. I'll just try that on. That's pretty.
Boy, feel that materials. Feels just like cloth.
Well, don't hold it up so high, Cedric. I ain't gonna jump for it. Doggies, that's better. And let's see now. Where'd my hands go? Oh, doggies, I know it's too big for me.
Yeah, this is kind of roomy, ain't it?
That's what always happens every time my woman orders something for me. She just hates to admit to anybody that her husband is as short as I am.
I don't blame her.
And she stands there and gets to bragging on me. First thing you know, she's added about 6 sizes.
Yeah, you look like heels beals to me.
Ah.
You know, that suit just about fit me.
Why, of course it would. That's blame it anyway.
Abner, how much of that sewing did you get done on my suit?
Oh, I don't know. I think I got the pieces sewed back onto the bottom of the breeches.
Well, cut them off again. I've decided to make the big sacrifice and let you wear my tuxedo.
Oh, now, wait a minute.
No, Abner, I insist. I'm your best man. I want you to be the only man there with the tuxedo on. After all, you're the bridegroom, you know.
Yeah, but, Lum, what'll you wear?
Oh, I don't know. I'll try to struggle through this old new plaid thing you got here.
But now, Lum.
We just don't want to take no chance of my overshadowing you. Hand me them breeches, Cedric. I better try them on.
Well, now, isn't Abner lucky to have such a thoughtful best man?
Oh, looks like the wedding's going to happen again. Lum-n-Abner, July 23rd, 1948 on Classic Radio Theater.
An expression you hear a lot is something to the effect that you can't have everything. It suggests a kind of responsible acceptance of life. I mean, not forever expecting some miraculous good fortune. And most of us don't. But there are certain youngsters who refuse to go along with that idea. Nearly every day they live, they experience miraculous good fortune. The youngsters, I mean, are the ones with cerebral palsy. The reason they experience wonderful good fortune so often is that, to many of them, just being able to take a step is kind of a miraculous good fortune. Or when, after years of training and struggle and therapy, when at last some little kid with cerebral palsy is able merely to lift a glass to his lips, well, that's having everything to that child. Somewhere in America, cerebral palsy strikes some child every 53 minutes, every day in the year. United Cerebral Palsy is fighting this ruthless, persistent crippler. Join that fight and give hope and heart to some little kid in one of the toughest fights on earth. Join the 53-minute march on cerebral palsy today.
And thank you for tuning in to Classic Radio Theater. Would you visit my webpage, please, classicradio.stream. There you can learn more about streaming you can stream our Classic Radio Theater podcast, but you can also learn about Classic Radio Theater collecting and contact me there, classicradio.stream. And email me, classicradiotheater@gmail.com. Our podcasts are found anywhere fine podcasts are served. Just search for USA Classic Radio Theater. I'm Wyatt Cox. Thank you for listening. Please thank this station, support the advertisers, and tell a friend. The great radio shows are back. Classic Radio Theater here on your favorite station and the USA Radio Network.